YouTube back with another motivation inspiration video. I think we live in this bitch. What's up, y'all? I know y'all haven't seen my face in a minute. Haven't seen my face in a minute. What's up? What's going on? Happy New Year to everybody. It's been a great year so far. Out on my beautiful walk, like always, just chilling, relaxing, vibing. And I got some great things to talk about today. What's up? What's up? Y'all with it or what? Y'all with it or what? You know what I'm saying? Y'all with it or what? All I'm saying is you with it or what? You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna jump right in anyway. You saw the topic. You saw the title of the video. You know what I'm saying? If you're ready for success, why not go through it? You know what I'm saying? If you think you got what it takes, why not go through, the hard times? So, all right, bam, boom, we're gonna jump right in. So in this video, we're gonna talk about how we sometimes most people, you're just looking at what you gotta do. We all know what you gotta do. Like I know you made moves already. You're looking towards the future as far as like going to school, going to making plans for yourself for the future. And at the time, the plans are solid. You started out your mind. You have intuition. You have this foresight. You have the vision. It's solid. You already looked at it like 100 times. You wrote it up. You're like, man, that should work. From my observation, your calculations, you said, bam, that's gonna win. That's a winner right there. Okay, bam, boom. It's a winner. All right, that's all. So you already put the plan in effect. You own that. You own it. Now you own it. You already got the plan already in motion. So now it just takes time. But sometimes when we're doing things, we get impatient. So when you're impatient, you just want it right now. Like you want this plan to work now, and you don't want to wait. You can't wait no more. It has to happen now. But sometimes, like the maturity of the hustle depends on your maturity of your patience. So you didn't hear me right. Maturity of your hustle depends on the maturity of your patience. So if it's already in effect, you know it's gonna work. Lay back, let it work. But at the same time, you're gonna be going through things. You're gonna be, what I'm saying, it's gonna make you doubt your plan. It's gonna make you second guess yourself. You're gonna doubt if it's even gonna work. Instead of just having faith and just believing like you belong where you have seen yourself. Because you already seen yourself successful. You already seen yourself where you want to be. You know what's gonna happen. You just wait on it to happen. But right now it's just not happening. So you kind of just doubt it. You don't think it's gonna happen. You don't think it's real. You think it's like a fantasy. So I understand those are doubts that us as human beings we have. We don't think we deserve what we comprehend in our minds. Understandable. It's okay. But it gets a little real, like especially when you're dealing with this matrix. And when I say matrix, I'm saying like this alter reality that we think is always real, and we don't have much control of, which you kind of do. You just gotta put your mind to it, and that's the cool part about it. Once you put your mind to something, you actually see that you have the power to do a lot of things you wouldn't be able to do if you didn't open your mind. So, bam. So when you go through these things, like people do, hard times, especially during like the year the previous year we had, with all like the shutdowns, the restrictions, the all those controversial things. It happened. We got through it. Now it's a new year, and more shit's gonna come because your plan is still in effect. It hasn't happened, hasn't bloomed yet, it hasn't popped off yet, but it's working. Without you seeing it, your plan is working. I couldn't imagine like you not seeing like, all right, so all my people who be investing in shit like stocks and shit left, even them like they don't know like when you're an investor, you gotta understand it's long term. So like 2 maybe 3 years down the line, you're gonna start to reap the benefits of your foresight, your plan. It goes for anything else. Like when you go to school, you know what I'm saying? Right when you get out of school, you graduate, you're not gonna see your efforts and your progress of your plan in effect as far as immediately. It's gonna take some time to get the right position, get your groove, get up there, rise the ranks, stuff like that. Or even if you're working out, you trying to exercise, I say from experience, like I started at one point, I used to work out for hours. I used to work extra hard because I was like, I go extra harder, I can reach my goal faster. And theoretically, I'm right. Like if I go extra hard, I'm gonna make small and sure enough more progress. And I stay in the mirror. I was looking at myself discouraged. I was like, this is not working. This is not it. But at the same time, when I was working out, I was motivated because I see other people in the gym, and I see that I talk to them. I ask them questions. How long you been working out? How much you weigh? What you eat? You know what I'm saying? I'm asking them questions like I'm interviewing them, like because if y'all in shape, right? Y'all look good. Well, you guys are like typically where I want to be if I pursue my workout fitness goals. And they're like, yeah, I've been doing this for a few years. I used to be fat too. I'm like, oh, bam. How many years it takes to get to the weight you at? What's up? And like, it took a couple of years, like, you know, to be honest. I was like, oh, okay. So it don't come overnight. Man, I was like, it don't come overnight. They're like, no, it don't come overnight. So that's the point I'm trying to make. It shit doesn't come overnight. And sometimes, even myself included, I have a problem because I'm like, what I gotta do next? What should I be doing? Should I do more? Sometimes, sometimes. And when you're in certain positions, like you know, might not even be in my position where you can do this, or because I had to make plays. Because to get here where I'm at now, I had to do things. I had to be on my grind, listening, doing things. I did things, you know. I had to, no illegal things, but I had to do things like strategically to get where I'm at now, so that way I can do what I do now. And it ain't even always perfect. But the point is, I'm doing it now, and it's gonna get me somewhere else because I already put the plan in effect. But sometimes it takes patience, and yeah, but if you think you deserve to be successful, you have to go through the hard times. So right now, it just seems like, damn, like why am I going through this now? Like, trust me, things gonna happen to me too. That I'd be like, damn, why is it gonna happen to me now? Like, I had the right play, but when I look at it, it's like when I get, especially when it's expensive, like something happens to me, like where it costs me like a lot of money, like a lump sum of money. Then I'm like, damn, like that was a hit. I just took a real hit. Like I don't get mad, emotional, cry, pout. I said, damn, that was an expensive lesson. Did you hear that? All I said was, when you like someone, say your friend owes you money, like you gave them like $600 to fix their car, and all of a sudden they stop answering your phone call, they ain't text you no more, they not really interacting with you no more, they're not really trying to even like delegate the situation, like, oh, I got you, like talk to you and try to work it out, so you stop being friends with that person. But at the same time, you've already invested your time, your money into that person to help them out in that situation. And all of a sudden you turn around and say, well, that's an expensive lesson. That's that maturity of your hustle. You know what I'm saying? That's the maturity that you want to have. Like, especially like the maturity of your hustle is going to lead to that maturity of patience where you can like go through those hard times. Like, and that's just one situation I'm giving you. Like, it could be a number of things. Like, you get married, your wife cheats, and you just bought her a fucking nice ass ring, got this nice ass house, just got her leased her a new ass car. It's like that's an expensive lesson. Those are expensive lessons, but the lesson is gonna make you better. Everything that happens to you is gonna make you better. Like you have to understand, like things that happen to you in life, stop taking it as like personal. This is life, and with this life comes with training. And what it trains you to be is to be, uh, like I said, a mature hustler. Like you gotta be mature about shit. You know what I'm saying? Like people don't. People, I used to talk like so. When you talk to someone, like I don't know how old you are, but once you get older and you talk to younger people who haven't had that maturity and experience of how things happen and how they got to deal with it, they gonna look at you like, why are you like this? Like, how are you like? I've been through some shit. You know what I'm saying? Because they look at me sometimes like, you look young. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, yeah, that comes from working out, eating right, and not letting these people stress you. Like, I be telling my young guns, I be like, bro, like, don't let these people aggravate you, get you emotional, and get you off your rock. Because I've been there. They trying on purpose. They want to see like they can get you rattled or like they want to see what you about. Like if you some kind of like you little weak, little sucker. Like they want to test it. They want to test the water. See the water nice and warm and gentle, or is that bitch a real river? Like a real, you know what I'm saying? Roughing out there. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like rocks and everything. Anyway, I just want people to understand like my whole topic, motivation, and inspiration for today's video was something that was close to heart for me. What I go through, I just like to pass it on and try to help somebody else. Kind of like navigate through the same issue and understand that like we all go through things as humans, but we all have to be strong and understand that like when you compare your life to someone who really is down and out, and I mean like I'm talking down and out, like homeless, no job, no healthcare, nobody in their corner, no prospects of like plans in the future. Like they're just stuck. Like they just are. When you compare it to your life, you be like, damn, cause I got a lot of shit going for me. That's what I'm saying. You gotta be in tune with your, like Cat Williams said, you gotta be in tune with your star player. That means you have to be like, you have to get yourself straight again. Like, you can't let this shit phase you. You gotta be able to tell yourself like, what they tell yourself like, remind yourself that you know, no, you still good. You on track. You just gotta do what it do to get to the next level. You gotta just go through this wave. You know, it's gonna be a little rocky, but you gotta get through this so we can get to the next point and we can really ball. You know what I'm saying? You just want to get to the next point so you can ball on them. You know what I'm saying? That's all that's gonna happen when you be patient with your hustle and have that mature. Like, what if like you gotta think about some deep shit? Like, what if like right? And the whole time he was like, Shorty was like, you the one, and he kept saying, nah, I'm not the one. I don't know what you mean. Like, you got the wrong person. And they never knew. They never knew. They never knew. They never knew Neo. They don't know what Neo can do. Nobody showed him like he was all of a sudden the guy. Like But then when Morpheus was like, you know what I'm saying? When Morpheus was like checking him out, also the agents was. So the agents was like trying to find get him too, and it's like you gotta have your mindset set to think the same way. Like you gotta understand that like you the one. You know what I'm saying? You gotta already think in your head like, okay, I'm the one. So wherever you're doing in your life, and you feel like you the one, you gonna always make plans and efforts to make sure you prove to people that you the one. And it's gonna be tough, man. It's gonna be fucking tough. It's gonna be tough. Like you gonna have some days where you just like, man, I'm drowning, I'm losing. People gonna doubt you. They gonna try to like fucking isolate you because they're not gonna want to be around you because you don't seem like them. You don't seem like them when you haven't showed them nothing yet. You know what I'm saying? They walk around thinking like, if you was the one, you would have showed me already. I would have been notified. I would have saw the shit. I would have knew you was the one. You know. So the point of this video is to make you remember that, you can only get as far as your mind wants to go. That's what he was telling him in the movie. He's like, maybe he was trying to help him jump the building. He was like, he said when he was trying to help him jump the building, he was like, you're gonna go as far as your mind goes. So that's what I'm saying. This movie is so deep because he was telling him, he's like, you only gonna go as far as your mind goes. So if I put my mind to it, I'm like, I'm the one. I'm gonna get there. So, and eventually, when your mind goes there, your body goes with you. Everything, all your energy, it all falls in line. You know what I'm saying? So you gonna already know what position to play, everything, because your mind and your body is all in line. You know what I'm saying? So if you're working out, you like working out and stuff like that, and you just like exercising, and you want to see yourself in a certain way because you've been working hard, and sometimes you just fall off. You stop working out, you eating reckless. It's any scenario you put it in. You have to have that focus and that confidence to tell yourself you're the one, and you don't need it. You know what I'm saying? Once you understand that, it don't matter who's around. You got yourself. You got your own confidence. You'll motivate yourself to get it done. So that's what my point of this video is. It's like you gotta stop underestimating yourself. Stop doubting yourself because through this journey, you're gonna be hit hard. You know what I'm saying? People gonna watch you. They're gonna doubt you. They're gonna look at you like, without even knowing that you the one. Like they're so surprising that they don't even know what they're looking at. That's what's so crazy. Like they think they're looking at some kind of lame, average ass person, but they don't know that you the fucking one walking right in front of them. You know what I'm saying? So pretty much it's like when you really blow up and pop, which you are, you know what I'm saying? You are gonna blow up and pop. Just wait on it. Just keep working on yourself. Keep putting plans in effect and ride that fuck come up, and bam, you gonna get hit and plan over. You gotta start over, or you can even you're already the one, so you already knew. Always have money on deck, so just in case of emergencies, you can make other plans. Bam. So you already you booked. You did your research. You found somebody else who's like, or you hit up a friend or something. Somehow you made it. You pulled a magic card out your ass, or you pulled a magic card out the deck. and you hit up a friend. He was like, "Hey, slide through. I got enough room for you and the homie, just for somebody acquaintance you met in the past, or even if you met a person at the airport. It was like, you need a place to stay. I got you." And bam, he was already on top. He was back. It was a slide through. I got a nice house. It even and the crazy part, whatever you set up after the plan got disturbed, it even ended up being better than your initial plans. So now the house that you going to now, it got a bigger pool, got a pool table. You know what I'm saying? The house is all modern and shit. You know what I'm saying? The shower's all crazy. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You got an extra room just in case. You know what I'm saying? An extra friend want his own room or something. You know what I'm saying? It's just like crazy, like how things work out when you keep your mind cool, you stay focused on being like who you are and not letting things phase you in a way where it destroys your focus and your confidence. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying. Like when you want to be successful, it comes with that. It comes with understanding that like, you're gonna have times when you're gonna feel down and you ain't gonna feel like you can persevere through those situations, even though it's just a test. Because you got to think about when you actually become where you see yourself as successful, it's gonna get harder, and you gonna have to deal with these situations alike or harder. So before you get to that point, that next level, you got to show the world and yourself that you prepared for this. So if you prepare for this, you should be able to handle this. You know what I'm saying? This is like a real life test. That's like you don't get graded. It's either pass or fail. This is like a real life test that you either pass or fail. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like that. Like this is how life is. You know what I'm saying? Like this is how it goes. And I be I be putting myself on the line too, cause like people be asking me like, you think it's gonna work? Cause if not, you don't know, it's on you. So when I be making moves, I be making things. It's on me. If I lose, I'm losing too. I'm losing. You know what I'm saying? Like, but you can't be scared to lose. You know what I'm saying? Like it's gonna happen. You can't be scared to lose. Like it's gonna happen. You're gonna be hit with it. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna happen. So I hope I motivate people to understand that, like, they gonna watch you. You know what I'm saying? Because you're like different. You know what I'm saying? Like they gonna like, especially when people watch you, you be the one. You know you the one. Just understand that when they take the time out to watch you, and they watching you. You know what I'm saying? You're like, nah, them niggas, they like, you know what I'm saying? Like them some, you know what I'm saying? Like they some people that's really trying to like see like how you doing it. You know what I mean? Because it's not even about race anymore. It's like it's about because at a certain point, yeah, it's about race. But at certain levels, it becomes about like ego and jealousy and all types of shit. They want to see like what do you how do you be moving? How can you do this? Like I want to be able to do that. You know what I mean? Me, I've always talked about that in my videos. Like the things you want in life, it comes with things that you're not understanding that it comes with. Because you see that shit and you're like, nah, they went to school, they got your bachelor's degree, then they got their master's, and they was in. Hell nah, nigga, you was basically you just going to school to work for somebody, and they gonna basically pay you what they think you deserve. You know what I'm saying? Because the first thing they say is like when you apply for a position, this is the salary that you get for this position. And the only way you get this position is by having these credentials. You know what I'm saying? You're not coming to a job like, you know what? I want 150,000 a year, and that's final. That's what I think I'm worth. Nope. They give you what they think you're worth. You know what I'm saying? So at the same time, it's like that's why I be really like listening to my intuition, because I be going through shit like, damn, I got hit. Well, like especially when you get hit and you make a mistake, and it's I told you expensive lesson. When you get an expensive lesson, you examine that lesson, you study that motherfucker. 'Cause that shit is gonna save you in the future. You know what I'm saying? Like it's gonna save you in the future because like you learn what not to trust and what you can trust. And you gotta understand that like when you're in tune with your star player, there's gonna be some things you just did wrong because you was too trusting. You know what I mean? And that's why like, I be having so much knowledge about how to move that I don't always trust everything I see. You know what I'm saying? So like sometimes I'm like I'll make a mistake and with that person they know they taught me a lesson. Like I been man, like when you get scammed out of things, like scamming can be like anything. Like somebody can just persuade you out of something without really a lot of effort. That's what I think of scamming. Like you just finessing. It didn't take you not even a lot of work. You just Bam, easily. So that's what I call a scam. Like you scam the shit out of me. You feel me? So I'd be like, damn. But at the same time, it's like the shit that you learn from that is very like interesting. Like that shit's very interesting to me. You know, that shit is very interesting to me. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, how did that even happen? Like, I'm still like at all. Like, I'm like, what the fuck? But at the same time, it's like it don't discourage me because it's like it's showing me that like how you was stepping wrong. You wasn't stepping right. You wasn't moving like a real Zoe. You know what I'm saying? Like Kodak would say, a Zoe. You ain't moving like a Zoe. You know what I'm saying? You moving like a hoe. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just saying like that stuff. It really it intrigues me when I see things happen like that, and I didn't see it coming. You know what I mean? Because I was just so trusting. I was being blind. I was being so greedy. I think it's that like you're being greedy. You're not being patient. You're not having intuition. You're not thinking smart and clearly. You're thinking like um you're thinking not rationally. You're just thinking like erratically. You're just like I just gotta do it. I gotta do it. I gotta do it. I have no time. You're being not being. That's what I'm getting back to. I'm trying to help people understand when you have you're mature of your patience. You know what I'm saying? Like where you can sit and wait and just wait for the right opportunity to do what you need to do. Bam, boom, I made the move. You know what I mean? Have that maturity of your hustle. It's very important. That's what I'm trying to say. Like when I make mistakes, I'm like, damn, this is where you know what I mean? I'm grading myself. I'm like, okay, you could do this better. You could do that, but you're not out the game. You know what I'm saying? You are not out the game, man. You are not out the game. You know what I'm saying? This is just part of how it goes. This is part of the that's part of the road to success. You know what I'm saying? There's pillars. Like if you're looking at pillars, you're at the second pillar and you need to get to like so you need to get to the 10th pillar, right? And you're at the second pillar. So now you're going through the small situations, like little shit going through, right? And you're trying to get to the 10th pillar. But as you go up in those pillars, you're gonna see shit happen that you're gonna be like, damn, I gotta deal with this now. Fuck. Damn, I gotta deal with this. And that's a lot of shit. Like in society, this is what made people quit and give the fuck up. Like, fuck this, I'm doing drugs, I'm gonna do some coke, some meth, I'm gonna do some heroin, and I'm just gonna fuck around and hang out with my friends and get hella high and doped up and not do shit with my life. I don't have no more ambition. I'm just done. Like I give up. I don't want to deal with this life. There's too much shit just to live, survive. Most people just give up. I've seen it. Going through high school, I've seen people just take their lives, jump in front of a train, get drunk and jump off a bridge. This shit's happen. This shit happens. If you ain't got a cool mind and you ain't mature about your shit and you ain't like in tune with your star player and remind yourself that you are the one, you know what I'm saying? You gotta remind yourself you are the one, you know? So that's the only thing I gotta say in this video. I know it's a long video, but I hope you got something out of it where you can really understand the gist of it and understand that shit's real. The shit you going through is most likely a test. And the only way you get through the test is pass or fail. Hi, the gym. You keep going. Keep going. You go keep going to the end and make it right. Before you get to the parking lot, that parking, just keep going straight and make it right. And the gym is right there. The pool and then the gym's right there. Yeah. Yeah, back to what I was saying. Yeah, this life it's gonna be tough, especially when you're on your own, you're doing your own thing, and you're just a normal person, and you're just doing your thing. You don't have like a silver spoon, and you don't have like too much assistance. It's like, but at the same time, it's like when you're alone, it makes you stronger. You know what I'm saying? Because like you actually making executive decisions, and you're taking on those account. You're gonna take the accountability for those executive decisions at every board meeting. Like imagine you're at a like you're the CEO of your fucking brand, which is you. You're the one, right? That's your brand. I'm the one, right? And you know what I'm saying? You got nobody else to fall on besides if this shit don't work out, I'm taking a hit. My brand is taking a hit. You know, my stock is going down, right? Because you're a corporation. Like you just see yourself as a corporation and you're like, fuck, because you're trying to grow up. You're trying to be one of the big niggas, right? The big guys, right? And you say, okay, cool. But you're alone. So like every time you take a hit, you're like, man, that's me. I mean, of course you're gonna have like if you're lucky, you got some type of like what I call it, a power circle. You can go in facilitate some knowledge from, or something in that ranks, right? Um, but in the beginning, you're just alone. You're making your own decisions. You have to get your own what's it called? You gotta get your own capital up. You have to get money up to make these moves. So that way, you hold majority shares of the business, and you are the CEO. You are the brand. And then at the same time, that's what I'm saying, it makes you more powerful because you're making these decisions, and there's no one to help you. You know what I'm saying? There's no one to help you make these decisions. Oh, we got fucking food drive. Look at I am going back to school, and yeah, I think it's crazy because damn, I should have some chips. And yeah, I think it's crazy because people understand how real that is, like how real it is to go through things like that, where it's like you gotta be on your own, you make these executive decisions, and you gotta like really understand that you have to make all the right moves. It's gonna be hard at first, you know, and I feel like when you are around a lot of people, it kind of tends to let you lean on people. You're not able to, you know, how can I say, to really express and show forth your power and how dominant you can be when you're making your own decisions and when you're making the right calls. Um, but hopefully people understand that, like if you feel alone, you think you're alone, don't worry. Like let that soak in your spirit and let you understand that, like, that's where you get your true power from, like that shit right there, like when you're alone, you got your time and your thoughts, you got time for your thoughts and everything like that. Like, let that be known, like you'll get through it. But anyway, that's the end of the video. Remember to follow the channel, like this comment,